Alright, Joe, it's currently January 17th. It is 3 a.m. right now. And what a fucking day. I have just came to another realization after yesterday, and I am a firm believer in the fact that the beauty is in the eye of the arbiter, and that mindset matters a lot, and whatever's happening in your mind is very important. I'm also not one to believe in superstition, and I have found that telling people and making a grandiose deal out of the things that I learn. And whenever I learn something, regardless of whether that be shown in an outcome that I've received, a certain amount of money that I've made, or a certain amount of result that I've gotten, or even just a certain mind state that I've achieved, such as yesterday's video, I go and tell the whole world about it, and I make it some grandiose thing. I have just connected the dots that although I don't believe in superstition, it is not superstition that the things you talk about leave you. Objectively, they leave you. You speak about them. You journal them out. To journal them out is a little bit different because it's still internal. It's still only you that knows about the information. But if you tell people and you show off to the world and you go ahead and do the bullshit that I was pulling yesterday, I need to stop telling people about things. Like, obviously, I'm still going to mention my lessons here, but I need to stop making such a grandiose deal about them. Because every single time I've done so, I lose it. Today, I just lost all the momentum that I spent so long building up. And I just fell back into a bunch of shitty habits, wasted like 6-7 hours. And it's actually genuinely pathetic. I hate it so much. And I just hate the life that I'm living right now. But a large part of the reason actually does go back to the thing that I mentioned yesterday in that video, which is that lessons are remembered once they're baked into your environment. And if your environment does not reflect the lesson, then you do not truly understand it. And as a result of that lack of understanding, you will repeat the mistake that that lesson was supposed to teach you. And one of the key things that needs to be taken note of is that environment includes both your mental environment inside your head and also your physical environment. And so one of the most key things that I was missing out on was wake up time. And that is something I really need to take more seriously. Not because of what it actually is, like, oh, you wake up early. That doesn't mean shit. But I need to acknowledge my reality, which is that I have university to go to. And it's like, I need to attend these classes, and I'm waking up at around 11, or I wake up at 7:30 a.m. or 6, or maybe even 5 sometimes. But every time I wake up early, I convince myself that it's highly important for me to sleep 8 hours, and so I'm gonna force myself to not wake up. And sometimes, even though I have a dying desire to do work, and sometimes I even get up and do work at around 5 a.m., 6 a.m., I force myself to go back to sleep, even though I don't need it. Because also, it's a complete myth that you need 8 hours of sleep. That's not real, that's not true. In reality, what your brain does need is 8 hours of good rest, or like, you just need adequate rest. And I feel rested, man. I feel good. But it's like, I lost so much momentum today. I did learn one other thing, which is I experimented with a lot of different editing styles in terms of short form content, and I know exactly the way I want to make videos, which is going to be a little bit similar to this, but obviously talking about more strategy and quote unquote value-based stuff. But value-based content doesn't really hit that much anymore, so it's going to be more so value-based content in a casual sense, in which I'm just talking my shit and spamming out videos. High volume, back to that. I also got banned off of trial reels. Like, I got that shit removed off my account because I was spamming way too many and I wasn't actually posting on the feed at all. And it's like, fuck. So now it's like, it's better though. And I need to make a lot of changes. The first one being, right now it's 3 a.m. and it's just, fuck, man. I've lost all the momentum that I spent, 24 days building up. And the last week especially, I had every single day being perfect again and again and again. And I understand every day is not going to be perfect, and it wasn't logically perfect. It was imperfectly imperfect. I mean, imperfectly perfect, in the sense that I controlled all the controllables to the best of my ability, man. And even when I wasn't doing what can objectively be considered the right action, I had an emotional or logical way to justify whatever it was that I was doing. But this, today, all the shit that I did, I just wasted so much time. It was unjustified, man. And it was stupid. And I also posted a highly edited video and that shit completely flopped. It was actually horrendous. Because Instagram just absolutely fucked the quality of the video. Like it just destroyed the quality of that video. The reason why I started this video off by saying that the beauty is in the eye of the arbiter and why I strongly believe that is because it truly is. Whatever is happening in your head is what defines your reality. And today my headspace just wasn't there. And I think the answer to that is fixing the variables that have been causing the situation and causing me to go down back to those bad habits. Because the answer that I'm seeking and that I need is I need to do what I genuinely believe is the true right thing. Tomorrow, my plan is that despite the fact that it's 3 a.m. right now, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow at 5 a.m. and sleep for 2 hours. The reason behind that is because I need to fix my sleep schedule at any cost, and I need to do it now. Because it's not gonna happen tomorrow after I have a good night of sleep and preserve my health. It's gonna happen now. And I'm gonna cut the shit and keep things real. I understand what I need to do in order to move forward, man. But I was like, fuck, dude. It's still there. Life is still objectively the same. It's just my mind state is just kind of fucked. But regardless of that, I'm still gonna be moving fast. One of the issues I also made when I recorded yesterday's video was I put some distance in between when I really felt the peak of the mind state between when I recorded the video, so it kind of felt not disingenuous in a sense, but it felt like I was trying to repeat a past version of myself. Like I would have some idea in my head. Whenever I do, I just get attached to it. I say a line of words and I just really, really get attached to that line of thinking. And I was in that mind frame. I was in that mindset of moving fast, urgency, clarity. I understood what was going on. I understood, like literally, I could see everything so clearly. And I still can see a decent picture of everything that's going to happen in the future based on the KPIs, obviously not just fully emotionally, but to have faith in those KPIs is what brings your emotions and your heart up. But I'm not sad, like, emotionally wise right now, but it's like, shit, bro. I gotta get to work. Alright, peace.